Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we're gonna open up the Glossybox limited edition summer box bag. I think it's a bag. Glossybox is a monthly beauty subscription box. It's probably one of my favorite beauty subscription boxes. If they were cruelty-free, it would probably be my favorite, but they're not completely cruelty-free. However, I do know that there is a cruelty-free fragrance in this bag because I did see one of the sneak peeks, and it is a brand that I've been following because I know that they are cruelty-free. So I am very excited for that item. I have no idea what the other items are. This is a limited edition bag. It was sent to me for free in exchange for my review. I am on the Glossybox PR list. It's probably my favorite PR list that I am on. But you will always get 100% my honest review on anything, whether I get it for free or not. And I love Glossybox so much that I was a subscriber. I had a year-long subscription before I was ever put on their PR list, so I would be spending my own money on this subscription, whether they send it to me or not. So I don't just say that I love the subscription, I would be putting my money where my mouth is, even if they were not putting me on their PR list. So let's check out this limited edition. I love when they do these limited edition packages, and they always make it less expensive if you're a subscriber, but even if you are not a subscriber, you could still get this. So it is $35 for non-subscribers and $30 if you are a subscriber. If you're interested in joining, you can also get your first box for $1 using the word Jessica1 as checkout, and I'll put a link where it'll automatically do it all for you, and it'll add this so you get the $5 off this, plus an annual subscription where your first one will be $1 for Glossybox. It is one of the best deals, I think, to do it annually and then to get that one for $1 as well. I do think that's a pretty good deal compared to some of their other promotions. That's my referral link and my promo code, but if you find something better, use the something better. I'm not an affiliate, so I don't get anything if you guys use that. It's just to help you guys out get a discount for my subscribers. I do think the more people that use it, I do probably get to stay on the PR list longer, so maybe like in a roundabout way I do get something, but there is no commission or anything if anybody uses my code. So let's open her up. I love the pull tabs because it means I do not need scissors, although it seems like it's still not fully opening here. Voila, here we go. It is the classic Glossybox pink. We all know pink is not my favorite color, but it is what it is. A Glossybox is a really fun box, and this is their color. Pink is their color. So this bag is actually really nice. It has like the pink all the way around, but it's also see-through, and definitely seems like this would be water resistant, so you could keep your skincare in it when traveling. And it has two zippers here to open her up, and then all of our goodies from the limited edition box inside. Summer bag, limited edition. I do feel like they always go a little bit extra in these limited edition boxes versus like their typical standard box where you're still getting pretty good value, but I do feel like we get like even better value when they do these limited edition boxes. So let's start with the first item I have here, and this brand is called For All. And this is a cruelty-free brand. I have looked this brand up before recently in the past. So already starting off great, having a cruelty-free full-size product here. It says a skin repair vitamin K and Arnica cream. So Arnica is actually kind of like a healing cream. Some people even take Arnica supplements after surgery. I know that it's like homeopathic, so I know that some people are like super anti that, but some people do that, and then people rub it on their bodies when they have body pain, like any sort of muscle pain. They also rub Arnica on top of that, but it is really good for skincare as well. So it looks like this has vitamin K and Arnica. Vitamin K is gonna be more anti-aging. And then I think that I read, because I saw this spoiler as well, I think I read it also has CBD. So if you're not on that train, I mean, for me, it's fine. I'm fine with it as long as it doesn't smell overly strong. Yeah, I can't smell that at all. The cream looks really rich, like thick. Kind of floral, but not a flower, not a typical flower. Like it's not lavender, it's not rose, it's not like the blue tansy that you like immediately know. It's more just kind of like a light floral scent. First ingredient is water, and second ingredient is jojoba oil. And then it has some great stuff in here. Like I said, it does have hemp. It says hemp flower leaf extract here. It has apricot kernel oil. Then it has that Arnica montana flower extract. It has vitamin E. and there's a lot of great stuff in here. I don't see anything that I would specifically avoid. It also has sodium hyaluronate, which is a hyaluronic acid that can penetrate your skin, and that is really good for anti-aging as well. So getting that vitamin K in there, even better when you have something like that that's helping you kind of absorb the rest of the product, all the other benefits of the product. It has absorbed completely on my hand. I feel like pretty much nothing is on there except that silky leftover feel of having moisturized skin. It does have fragrance as the last ingredient, so it does have fragrance if you're looking for fragrance free. This isn't it. A cool thing I saw on here, it does say paraben and cruelty free here, but I did already know this one was cruelty free. It says a portion of our proceeds support Ubuntu Life, and Ubuntu Life is actually a nonprofit that works in, I believe, Kenya, and they help the children in Kenya that need any physical or special education needs. So I love it when a brand gives back. I'm really glad this is in here. It's cruelty free, it gives back, it has some great ingredients. I cannot wait to try this. So already I think this is a win, and it is a $34 value. So even if you paid for the $35 box, like you almost got your entire value just in this product. That I'm already happy with that. Next thing I pulled out of my box, it does say this is full size. It looks kind of tiny, but it's a single shadow, so that makes sense. It's from Dome Beauty. This is also a cruelty-free brand, and the color is chocolate diamond. It also says like it in French down here at the bottom. So I'm wondering if this is maybe a made in France. By the way, that product back there was made in the USA. And this says made in Poland. Okay, so not made in France, just has French words all over it. It says Eye Jewels Radiant Mousse. So I assume this is going on my eye like a normal shadow. This is what it looks like. It does say full size. Like I said, it is a single. Singles tend to be like small even if they're full size, right? So it doesn't seem like that's too crazy. And honestly, with something like this that is a mousse, I don't think that I would want to keep this for forever, so I don't know that I would want a really like huge pot of it, because I would feel like maybe it's not gonna have the best shelf life. So here is the color. I don't know if I applied it wrong, but it looks like a little bit streaky inside, and maybe I should have patted that on instead of, you know, swiped it. Actually looks a lot better on my finger than here on my hand, but the color is gorgeous. I do like kind of these chocolatey colors. When I do a smoky eye, I like it to be like chocolate brown. So this one has a little bit of gold in it as well. You can see that kind of better here. So they said this feels really lightweight, and I would agree, rubbing over my hand like that. Also, it seems to be staying, like it seems like it has some staying power now that it's been on my hand for a little while. I think I would have tapped it on instead of rubbed it on, because there's parts where you could see my finger kind of just like pulled it up right there. But other than that, it feels really, really nice. It feels like nothing is pretty much on my hand. So definitely feels like a product of quality, and I like the color. I'm happy I got this. They say the retail value for this item, and it is a full-size item, is $25. So together here, we already have a $60 value. And if you paid $30 for the box, if you are a subscriber to Glossybox, then you've made double your money. And that's usually what I want in a box. I want to at least make double, and then I'm good, you know? Some of these obviously are making way more. We've only gone through 2 items and we have so many left. So I looked in here and we have 2 from the same brand. This is Codex Beauty, and Codex is actually Leaping Bunny certified. The last time that I checked, I will double check. They actually, do they have it on the back here? They don't, but I have had this in previous boxes, and they were a Leaping Bunny certified company. So here we have Codex Beauty Exfoliating Wash. It's called a BIA, and then Codex Beauty Hydrating Skin Superfood. So kind of cool. You could do the wash and then the moisturizer that goes with it right after. So I'm gonna talk about these as a set. So first of all, these are deluxe minis, so they are not full size, and I calculated milliliter for milliliter. So this one here is $12.96 milliliter for milliliter. In their calculation, they said it's $10. I always do mine milliliter for milliliter and compare it to the full size. And then this one here is going to be $13.33 milliliter for milliliter. Down here they say it's $15. So sometimes they list something as a little bit more and sometimes as a little bit less. Like I think that's maybe what the company says that they would sell at MSRP, but I like to do milliliter for milliliter to get my money's worth. So together these are both about $13. So we have about a $26 value set here. So let's start with the exfoliating wash first. It says right on top that it has milk thistle and elderflower. Milk thistle is kind of a soothing, calming ingredient. So if you do have any sort of sensitivity or allergies or anything like that, milk thistle is great for skincare for that. And then let's see ingredients. It says see product on codexbeauty.com. Of course, okay, no big deal. We will be fine with not fully going over every single ingredient. This does say it's EWG verified. They do a lot of linking to research articles about toxicity or like where they get the information. So I do like that. It's definitely not the end all, like if I go there and it's a number one that I'm gonna for sure want that ingredient or buy that ingredient, but it's a very useful site. So if you don't use that site, I do recommend it. It's definitely not my number one site to go to, but I do recommend it all the time. Being EWG verified means number one, that all the ingredients are in the green section of the EWG website. So green means typically like non-toxic, non-allergen, like all of that irritating. The verification also means that they have to use EU standards when disclosing fragrance. So in the US, you can just use the word fragrance and sell your product and not disclose what chemical makeup makes up that fragrance due to trade secret laws. And that's a big reason why people avoid fragrance. But for this, you have to disclose all your ingredients, including the ingredients you use in fragrance. So definitely a little bit more of a strict standard and helps the consumer make a better educated decision when they're purchasing products. So that verification, that's basically the two most, I would say, like important parts of getting that verification. Some of the other things are like, oh, nothing on the unacceptable list, but if everything's green in the EWG database, then obviously none of those would be on their unacceptable list anyways, but they do have more strict standards for how the ingredients are listed as well before they can become EWG verified. I feel like I went on a long tangent about that, and maybe that's not as important to everybody else, but I feel like sometimes people ask me to explain one of those things. So there you go. You got some information today. And I believe this one has it as well. No, this one has Eco Cert on it. So I do know that this company also uses eco-friendly packaging or sustainable packaging. I'm not sure what about these two particular packages make them more sustainable, but yeah, it says HDPE and it has a 245 little recyclable thing. So I guess maybe that they are recyclable. So let's open this one, the little scrub. We'll put a tiny bit on my hand here. And it definitely has some grittiness to it, but nothing that I would say is super harsh. Yeah, so that's pretty nice. And it doesn't have all the ingredients listed, and we have so much to go over that I probably won't talk about all the ingredients, but like I said, it is EWG verified, so if that means anything to you. So now for the Hydrating Superfood, I'm gonna put that back there so I can get a new little scent area. This one to me smells more just like oil. Not my favorite, but definitely doesn't feel like it has fragrance. It might just be one of the natural oils inside there. Did I get it all over my lip? I feel like I did. My lips feel wet. I'm gonna quickly make sure they are Leaping Buddy certified because I said that already. I am pretty sure because I looked them up recently, but I wanna double check because I don't want to say something wrong, and that list is constantly changing and evolving. So we did look it up, and Codex Beauty is still on the Leaping Bunny certified list, which is basically even better than being cruelty-free. So far, everything is cruelty-free. I'm very happy about that. We've got 4 products, 5 to go. Fingers crossed, we'll see. So next, I know this brand is also cruelty-free because we do receive it a lot, and I'm not a huge fan of eye mascaras, I'm not gonna lie. I just haven't found one that just works for me, but this is a beach waterproof mascara. So it looks like it's going to be something perfect for summer, definitely fits the theme, and it comes in these little cute tubes, so it's really good for travel as well. I love to travel, so I'm always looking for something like this. And let's open her up so we can see what this looks like. I'll put my hand here. It's got a little bit like an hourglass shape. Definitely a blackest black color there. We know it's cruelty free, so we are happy with that. We'll see how I like this one's performance on my eye. There's nothing I really hate about Ico, like mascaras ever. I just haven't found one that is perfect for me. So maybe this one will be it. I have not received this one in the past, so maybe this one will be the one that I fall in love with. We'll see about that. This is a travel size, and they actually sell it in this travel size for $13. So we're gonna add that $13 value over here as well. So just what we have so far is already $98 for that $30 or $35. Like I said, 4 more to go, and you really get your money's worth with these limited edition boxes, even if you're not a subscriber, although I do recommend becoming a subscriber. So next we have After Spa. After Spa is also a cruelty-free brand. This is their reusable rounds. You get a 2-pack. I've received these before. They are machine washable and soft and all those good things. They feel great. They're kind of large. These are kind of shedding a little bit, but after you wash them once, probably should be fine. So now here I have a little bone to pick with this retail value because they have the MSRP as $10 for these 2 rounds. But if you go to After Spa's website, you can get 5 different products, 3 of the rounds and then 2 of like square larger rounds for $10. So I'm gonna say this is valued at $4. That's the way I like to do it. It's not exact, but that's just the way that I like to do it. So I'm gonna value this one at $4, bringing our total up to $102 so far. Even doing my own retail values, this box is still a steal. We're up to $102 already. This one's made in Mexico. I actually don't think I told you where this is made. This is made in South Korea, and maybe I didn't even tell you with the Codex either, did I? No, I did not. I am so slacking on this video. So manufactured for, well, it doesn't say where these are made. It's because they're sample sizes. Okay, so we don't know where those 2 are made, unfortunately. But moving on to the next item, and sadly, I found the first item that I know for a fact is not cruelty-free. Bumble and Bumble is not a cruelty-free brand. We were doing so well, everything was cruelty-free so far. Hopefully this is the only one. So this is a Surf Infusion oil and salt infused spray for soft sea tossed waves. So salt infused spray really does kind of give you that beachy look. I kind of wanted to smell it, so we're gonna put it on the side of me here. It smells super nice. I like that a lot. So it's kind of just like a texturizing spray when it adds that salt to it. This one has a great scent. I don't know how great it's gonna work. I have curly hair, so I don't typically use these type of sprays. Like I would have to straighten my hair and then use it to get beachy curls or waves or whatever you call it. So typically this isn't my go-to product, and then also it's not cruelty-free. So I'm probably gonna say this is gonna be my least favorite product in this box, especially so far, but I still have 2 more, so we'll see. This is also a travel size. They do give us the full size MSRP, and milliliter for milliliter, it makes this $11.94 or $12. They list the retail as $17 for the travel size. I think if they sold it as a travel size for $17, that's maybe where they're getting that value, but we're gonna use $12. So we are now up to $114 total dollars in our $30 or $35 if you're not a subscriber box. Next we have something that is very summer like necessary. I'm in flip-flops pretty much all summer unless I am camping or hiking, and then of course I have to wear shoes. So my feet need some serious help every summer. This is from Margaret Dabbs London. I've never heard of this brand, so we are gonna have to look up if it's cruelty-free or not. And it says Fabulous Feet Foot Lotion on here. So ingredients list, we have water, then we have emu oil. So it's definitely not a vegan product. And that's actually a really popular oil for moisturizing, but it's not one that I typically use. It's a great scent, I like it. There's some citrus scent to it. I don't know if it's lemon or lime, but definitely smells pretty good. And I wouldn't mind having that on my feet. We'll see how well it absorbs here on my arm though, while we look up whether this brand is cruelty-free or not. So we're here to start some controversy. It's not really controversy, but they do list themselves as cruelty-free, a cruelty-free brand. Multiple sites also list them as a truly cruelty-free brand. The definition of cruelty-free means that there was no animal testing done in the production line. So they sourced their ingredients, and then there was no aftermarket animal testing. Like if something happened and then, like for example, when you sell in China, you have to do aftermarket animal testing, pre-market animal testing, and post-market animal testing. So in this case, this company does not have any animal testing involved, and that is why they can say they are cruelty-free. However, they use emu oil, and emu oil means that this product is not vegan. Those are 2 different things. If you care that no animal was harmed in any way to create the product, then you want that to say cruelty-free and vegan, because emu are killed in order to extract the emu oil from their fatty tissue. So emu did die to create this, but they were not cruelly tested on to create that. And the only reason I'm bringing this up is because I've had multiple people question recently when I've said this product is not vegan, but it is cruelty-free. My criteria is that I want it to be cruelty-free because the actual process of testing on animals is extremely cruel. If you want more information on that, there's plenty of other videos on that, but that's something that I just cannot stand behind. Now, if an animal ingredient is in my product, that is not as important to me. I still typically like to lead a plant-based life, but I will use some ingredients here or there that are animal byproducts. I feel like I'm ranting a little. I don't mean to rant too much, but vegan and cruelty-free are not synonyms. A product can be vegan and still be tested on animals or still be sold in China where animal testing is required by law, and then it is not cruelty-free. And a product can be cruelty-free but still contain ingredients that are sourced from animal byproducts and not be vegan. So those two things are different things, and in both cases they could be standalone. And in this case, this is cruelty-free standalone. And so I just wanted to make that clear because I feel like every time I say this is cruelty-free but not vegan, or this is vegan but not cruelty-free, I get that question. This one is made in the UK. So there's two products here that for me, I'm probably not going to be like all about them, but this next product, the one that I saved, is a brand that I have been looking at a lot recently. Finding a cruelty-free fragrance is one of the most difficult things when you are trying to become cruelty-free. It was one of the most difficult things for me. I do now have some favorites, but I'm always looking for new fragrance brands that are cruelty-free because especially luxury and high-end fragrances, none of those are cruelty-free. They don't just like spray a little bit on an animal. Like they literally like gas an animal with fragrance. And typically it is beagles and beagle puppies. So that is even harder. I mean, I think every animal is important, but I think somebody might consider a beagle a little bit more like a pet than a rat. But that's a whole other story. I don't even know if I'm gonna keep that in the video. But for me, finding cruelty-free fragrance is like a must for me. That was my first, like, that is what I want to get rid of in my cabinets, anything that is not cruelty-free that is a fragrance. And it's one of the most difficult things to find. But I had seen that this new fragrance company from France, Sola Notes, was coming up a lot on my cruelty-free lists when I was getting updates about cruelty-free fragrances. So I have been wanting to try this brand for a really long time. And when I saw the spoiler that was gonna be in this box, it's a rollerball, I was so excited because I'm glad that I get to try one without having to go buy the full size, you know? So it is like this pretty glass see-through here. The one we got is Figure, I think. I don't know. We don't know how to pronounce anything here. It's really light, really pretty, a little bit sweet, and also a little bit citrus to this. Let's see if it actually tells us the fragrance notes here or here. So we have, oh, okay, fig tree flower, peony heart, sandalwood, fig milk, blackcurrant grapefruit. Where's the citrus? I know I smell citrus on here. Blackcurrant, oh, grapefruit is citrus. Wow, I like it. It's not really that floral. Oh, it actually smells more floral now. For me, it was more like a sweet scent with a little bit of that citrus, which would be the grapefruit, but now I feel like I'm getting some of those floral notes with it as well. I'm so happy that this brand is in here. Like, I have literally been looking at this for months. So that is made in France. It is cruelty-free. It is considered a deluxe mini, I believe, as well, but they are sold in those roller balls for $10. So total, I don't think I told you how much this was actually. So this one I did milliliter for milliliter was $8.43. And they put $8 in there, so pretty accurate there. So that makes the total of my box $133 and some change, and that's me calculating it myself, like using milliliter for milliliter. This is like, I barely put this rollerball on and I could smell it pretty well right now, so I'm actually really excited for this. I do think it's gonna be one of those long-lasting fragrances. So that is the summer bag. It is limited edition. It will likely sell out. They always sell out of all these limited edition bags. So as I am posting this, if you want to make sure you grab this, you know, run and go get it. So it's $133 and you could get it for $30 or $35 if you do not want to sign up for Glossybox. But like I said, I love Glossybox, so I do recommend signing up. Plus you get this little pouch. They don't even give you a retail value on this pouch, but this is definitely gonna be great for traveling and keeping all your liquids in here. You could even put like your wet swimsuit in here when you're traveling. You don't want it to touch your other things. So I'm sure this video is long, like really long. I feel like I talked about a lot of stuff in this video and we got a lot of products. So let's do our question of the video. Usually when we do an unboxing like this, what is your favorite item? Might be hard to remember because there were so many items we went through. And I'll put mine in the comments too, because it's actually between two, even though I gushed about one more than the rest. Let me know down below your favorite item. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!